This is your Barbados Today morning news update for Thursday, November the 22nd. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. Topping the news at this hour, one of the region's most profitable commercial banks has pledged to back the Mayor Motley-led administration in emerging successfully from the country's current economic crisis. Speaking at an event last night to formally introduce RBC Royal Bank's new Caribbean leadership, Head of Caribbean Banking, Robert Johnson, said his institution was here to stay as it sees a bright future for Barbados.
The hand that this government was dealt was a challenging one, and they've had a courage and a game plan and a purpose, and they're following it. And we're confident that Barbados will be prosperous and successful, in the future, and we plan to play a part in that. We're well positioned coming out of some of these decisions that have been made to be able to compete, to thrive, and to meet all of the needs that the rating clients would have before us and ask of us.
In other news now, embattled vendors outside the Grantley Adams Memorial School appear to have been given a new lease of life, following Prime Minister Mayor Motley's promise on Tuesday of a resolution to the ongoing impasse. The standoff between them and the principal continued yesterday after he banned them from selling on the school's compound. With the Prime Minister's promise of a resolution, it seems vendors suddenly have the upper hand for the first time since the drama started to unfold at the school. On Wednesday at lunchtime, the aroma of fresh food was rising once again, as scores of vendors, emboldened by the Prime Minister's promise, stood their ground. The state-run Caribbean Broadcasting Corporation is shutting down one of its 3 radio stations as the company prepares to retrench 78 workers from across all departments by the end of this month. Following talks yesterday by management, staff, and the Barbados Workers Union at CBC's Pine St. Michael Studios, Special Advisor to the BWU, Sir Roy Trotman, told reporters that radio station 94.7 FM will become a memory, while announcing that the 78 being sent home represented 38 fewer than the original plan. Sir Roy also noted that an additional 17 workers had accepted voluntary separation packages. However, Sir Roy advised the affected workers to ensure they check the list properly to determine what assistance can be given, even at this last minute.
We pointed out to them what is their responsibility, to look at the list, to see whether the list properly addresses the approach that we had agreed on, last in and first out, and where there are skills involved, whatever skills are necessary in the exercise. They should also be looking at what are hardship cases, and where hardship cases are there, they should be making us aware as well as making the CBC aware, because there are institutions which the Prime Minister has put in place to deal with those hardship cases, to make sure that we don't get destitute persons or destitute homes.
In sports now, West Indies women and Australia face off in today's semi-final of the ICC World T20 tournament, with victory the only option for both sides. It makes for a tantalizing encounter. West Indies women have played unbeaten in the tournament and have been imbued with the spirit and support of thousands of West Indian fans who have flocked to their games in unprecedented numbers in Guyana and St. Lucia. More of the same is anticipated when they take to the field this afternoon in Antigua. Through its sudden flaring up at the back end of the group stage, the Women's World T20 is now certifiably a blockbuster.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
We're back with news from the region now. Antigua and Barbuda is expected to start construction of a new prison next year to replace the existing 283-year-old penal institution. The new jail will accommodate 500 inmates, up from the present 450. Jimmy J. Rocher of ABS TV News reports.
Attorney General and Minister for Public Safety, the Honorable Stedvoy Benjamin, says Her Majesty's prison is no longer adequate to meet the conditions required by the International Human Rights Convention. Therefore, the new facility will replace the current prison, which is nicknamed 1735 after the year it was built.
Since 1735 to today, 2018, nothing materially different has really happened. There are no indoor facilities. The bathrooms are not present. The ventilation consists of a little section 12 by 12.
The minister explains overcrowding with sometimes 12 prisoners in one cell is among issues at the facility.
And on the international scene, President Donald Trump fired back Wednesday after Chief Justice John Roberts issued a rare rebuke of the president's disparaging remarks about federal judges. The Chief Justice said there were no Obama judges or Trump judges, Bush judges or Clinton judges. We join the CNN for more on this developing story.
On the eve of Thanksgiving, an unprecedented and unseemly exchange that started earlier in the day, when the Chief Justice issued a rare rebuke of the president for criticizing a member of the Federal Appeals Court as an Obama judge. We do not have Obama judges or Trump judges, Bush judges or Clinton judges, Roberts said. What we have is an extraordinary group of dedicated judges, doing their level best to do equal right to those appearing before them. That independent judiciary is something we should all be thankful for. The president firing back on Twitter. Sorry, Chief Justice John Roberts, but you do indeed have Obama judges, and they have a much different point of view than the people who are charged with the safety of our country. It would be great if the Ninth Circuit was indeed an independent judiciary. In a second tweet, the president went on to ask why there are so many opposing views on border and safety cases filed there, and why there are a vast number of cases overturned. Then he admonished Roberts to study the numbers, and added, "They are shocking and making our country unsafe." It all started as the president left the White House yesterday, blasting a judge's decision for temporarily blocking one of his executive orders to change U.S. asylum policy.
And that's news and sports, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook, and sign up for our breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We are also on Izumi Media in bus terminals, as well as screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Now you can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.